Hello and welcome to the Drunks and Addicts Combined tutorial by Nearspawn02000. This tutorial will be on how to set up Ventrilo for DAAC members. Right, I'll assume you have got no knowledge of Ventrilo, and this video tutorial should walk you through the basic process of setting up the client for in-game voice communications. First of all, we need to go to the DAAC forums, which can be found at daac.co.nr. Now I'll just wait for this to pop up and we'll put that in, DAAC. I've got it in my history, and we'll just let that page load up. And now we need to click on the left hand side, forums. This can take a few minutes to just load up, or a few seconds rather. Here we go, it loads up. Now my information's already in, so you'll get your information when you become a fully fledged member of the Corp, and click login. Once loaded, we need to select the voice communications info. This will be at the bottom of the forum, and you can see this here, voice communications info, and we click here. And then we click the DAAC event server details, and we click here again, and we let that load. Okay, now we have the information here in order to set up the event. All this information might be familiar for some, it might not be familiar for others. Now we have this information up, just minimize this window. And what we need to do now is bring up the Ventrilo. So we just double click on Ventrilo. And as we can see here, I've got some preset information, which I'm just going to clear that off because we don't need this. I want to show you it from scratch. Okay, now we have nothing here at all. Basically what I want to do here is we need to create a username. So we click username. And then we click new, and then you put in your in-game username. I'm going to put test1 because we're obviously doing a tutorial. You put in your name that you use in-game so we can tell you apart from other users. Then click OK, and then don't worry about the rest, then just click OK again. Now we need to set up the server information. Now we click this button again. Well, this is a separate button. This is the actual server information. This is where we need to put in. First of all, we need to identify what server you're connecting to. So we just create a username. This can be anything, but so you know that it's the DAAC server that you're connecting to, best to put DAACC, or DAAC rather, and click OK. Now it comes up with a host name, which is blank, and then a default port number. Now the information can be found on the forums, which we will flick back to now. And we have the information here, host name, IP, and you can see the image here, which kind of resembles the image that we have there, but without the information in. Now what we do is we highlight the host name and we right click and copy. And we go to Ventrilo and we right click on Ventrilo and click paste. Now you can do the same for the port number, but it's only a short thing. So 3793 is the port number that it needs to be, 93. And then all fully fledged members of the Corp will be given the password, which is drunks. That's all lowercase, and then you click OK. Now that's set up. We should be set up, and we should just be able to connect now. Now if we connect, it should pop in right now, and we've connected. And there you can see Dr. Call. He's probably talking to us. I'll turn the speakers on so you can hear.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing? Oh, hang on a minute. 1 second. Also, this is a good example of the kind of obstacles that you run into. So what we do is we have to actually set up the push to talk button. Now you can have it set up a number of different ways, but the best way to set it up is to push to talk, I believe. So what you want to do is unclick play clicks, because every time you talk it clicks, and if you've got speakers on that pick up the sound, you can hear the clicks and it gets very annoying. Now the hotkey can be any key you want, but you have to press that key when you want to talk. Now I think the best key to use, some people use Control or some people use Alt because they're kind of inactive keys. They're not keys, they work with combinations of other keys. If you're not familiar, if you don't want to use them keys, then you can use the middle mouse button, which is what I use, because the only time you ever use that is when you're scrolling on web pages. So click the middle mouse button, right, and then it comes up button 3, which is the middle one. Everything else should be fine. Now if you do have problems with sound and we can't hear you, then we can do some diagnostics when you're talking to us, and if you can hear us, then we can just sort of walk you through a few things. Now you should be able to click OK, and that should pop back any second. Right, and I'm going to turn my speakers on so you can hear my member talking. Can you hear me, dude? He's gone quiet.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Ah, it's you. Okay, dude, I was sending you a fucking text message saying we got fucking trouble. This dude named Test1 on our fucking server. Fucking up.
It's okay, I'm actually doing a tutorial at the moment. You are now being recorded. It's cool. So that's Dr. Cool.
Oh.
Test1 is me. I'm Neospawn02000.
What's up, guys?
Hey. Right, this is Drunks and Addicts Combined tutorial done by Neospawn. See you later.
Send me